Been a long time since I've gotten this frustrated at a game. Let's get the informational part out of the way. Sonic Lost World was Sega's second romp in their exclusivity agreement with Nintendo. If you're unfamiliar with it, basically Sega agreed to make 3 exclusive Sonic games for the Wii U and 3DS. These included Mario and Sonic at the 2014 Olympic Games, Lost World, and Sonic Boom. Just like the Wii U's sales and reputation, none of these games went over particularly well, with Boom receiving the reputation as arguably the worst Sonic game ever made. But I'm not talking about audible bang ascension of vocals. We're talking about the formerly exclusive Sonic Lost World. I say former because I'm actually playing on the PC version. The reason this is important to know is because Sonic PC ports are notoriously terrible, with little effort put in and several bugs spilling out. This will be more important when I roll around into the more nitpicky territory later, since many issues stem from its status as a port. But for now, let's get into the rant. To put it simply, this game could have been good for the franchise. Sort of. While the game as a whole would never achieve the level of praise Generations received due to the shift in gameplay and the lack of nostalgia pandering, there are several elements introduced in Lost World that I believe could have been used to fix many of the issues that 3D Sonic games have. Current 3D Sonic games have 2 huge issues that encompass every subsequent problem with the formula: Sonic's control and the level design. Long, in-depth explanation shortened, Sonic has been getting more and more stiff to control as the developers rely on lazy level designs that usually ends up being either mostly straightaways for the boost mechanic that's become synonymous with current Sonic, or slow and clunky 2D platforming. Lost World introduces a bunch of new movement options to Sonic that give him the largest starting repertoire in any mainline game. You'd think giving him parkour abilities would really help with keeping the gameplay fluid, but like basically all of Lost World, it isn't executed or utilized well. The biggest offshoot in controls is the addition of an acceleration button. That's right, if you want to go slightly faster, then your finger better be glued to that trigger button because you're gonna be holding it for 95% of the game. Hope you don't have carpal tunnel because your hand's going to be crying out in pain. Here's the thing though, I don't think it's inherently a bad idea. It was just used in the wrong game and executed terribly. If this control scheme was given to a normal Sonic game, it would have the chance to fix a lot of Sonic's modern day control issues, as you would be able to make Sonic control stiffer and tighter when using it, and looser when not, with controls akin to Adventure Through 06 days. But in this game, oh hell no, it does not work! Due to the Galaxy-inspired gameplay, Sonic controls very touchily. It's very easy to lose control of Sonic because there's too much control. That's a confusing sentence, but I swear it makes sense. Due to the fact Lost World puts a heavy emphasis on what I'm going to call spherical gravity, the devs probably needed Sonic to be able to do a 90-degree turn on the fly, since a lot of stages are designed that way. The turning ability Sonic has when running versus walking is just barely different. While running Sonic isn't significantly faster, it's still a huge difference when trying to make simple angle adjustments. I think the intention was to give players 3 different speeds when it came to controlling Sonic due to how the spin dash works in this game. In order from slowest to fastest, it's no acceleration button, and spin dash spamming. In this game, the spin dash can roll indefinitely. Normally the spin dash has limits to how far and long it will go before Sonic loses speed and has to either go back to running or stop and start the spin dash again. However, in this game, so long as you keep holding the button bound to the dash, Sonic will just keep on going until something stops him. With this speed, it's really easy to get disoriented in the game, both in terms of where you are and motion sickness. The reason Super Mario Galaxy works so well is due to the smooth camera, frequent use of non-gravity gimmick areas, and the fact that Mario is not a zoomer. Sonic, while slower than normal, and even slower when running around a cylinder, is still notably faster than Mario. So when you're on a platform that has 360 degrees of rotation, it can be quite nauseating. So here's the deal with this video. I can't be to go into any more excruciating detail on why this game is terribly executed and why it angers me because there's too many things. This game does not deserve a calm and fleshed out discussion, so I'm turning the rest of it into a lightning round. or more appropriately, mock section of issues. Since I'm speeding through these, I'm going to give each complaint a rating denoting whether it's more of a nitpick or an actual issue.
Let's go!
There is no tutorial considering how many new moves Sonic has. Good luck realizing half of them exist without seeing a video beforehand. Half of Sonic's moves are useless, severely underutilized, or unnecessary. Artificial progression requirements that force you to essentially slow down and kill every badnik you see. The fact that capsules can't be homing attacked or ran into. They have to be bounced on to collect them. This cloud section is abysmal, slow, and because the camera keeps changing angles, hard to tell with depth perception. This is so tedious. Why are these HUD elements so low res? Stop telling me how to use the Wisp every single time I activate it. Why are they even here? The Deadly Six are just Koopa Kid stand-ins, both in concept and in fights. Shut up! This music, which was also in Sonic Colors, but that doesn't excuse the ear bleeding. Look, conceptually, Lost World isn't terrible. While the weakest aspect is the reliance on the Mario Galaxy-style gravity, slowing down Sonic for a quirkier platformer didn't have to turn out terrible. Giving Sonic more movement and fighting options is great, but not only are his new moves extremely underutilized amongst the mainstays of the series, but they aren't implemented in a way that shows off how great they could be as mainstays. It's extremely obvious how much they were trying to mimic both Mario Galaxy and the New Super Mario Bros. Formula. This is likely due to the fact that Lost World was originally a Wii U exclusive. I don't think it would have been impossible to pull off this game well. I'm not opposed to the marrying of New Super Mario Bros., Galaxy, and Sonic. The problem was it just didn't get executed correctly. What angers me about this game is the massive change on Sonic's controls and physics were almost there. The idea is in the right direction in my opinion, as cherry-picking certain aspects could really help in fixing the permanent stiffness present in other 3D Sonic games. What Lost World gets wrong, however, is basically everything. Uninspired, mostly unmemorable levels, artificial progress impeding, awkwardly slow sections, and some extremely annoying design decisions. If you want to see what can be done with the parkour aspect of the game, check out a speedrun, as they utilize exploits that allow players to do some neat things with Sonic's parkour abilities. Just imagine doing some of these moves on well-designed levels and fixed controls. Too bad we'll likely never get that from an official game. Thanks to my Patreon donators, Dago Bago, Moeka Kiru, Julian Arnott, Sean O'Mani, That Monica, and Trinima. Special thanks to Damp Volcano 9204 for being my Patreon investor. You really help keep the channel going.